Albanian gangs have pulled off a total takeover of Britain's £5 billion cocaine industry. The organisation is run in a mafia-style crime tree, where family and wives play prominent roles. Albanian gangsters have a code. This code gives them the right to take revenge. One of the most notorious Albanian gangs is the Albanians, known for showing off their flashy cars and guns and wads of cash. Using London as their hub, they carry out contract killings, torture underworld enemies, and traffic women. 1 in 10 foreign prisoners in the UK jails is Albanian. The National Crime Agency says gangs from the Western Balkan state have a high-profile influence over organised crime in the UK. The Clerkenwell Crime Syndicate, named after the area of the capital where they are based, the Irish Adams family, is one of the most UK's feared gangs. Tommy Adams is one of 3 brothers who formed the Clerkenwell Crime Syndicate. He was ordered by a court to repay $1.2 million from cash laundering network. His gang is known for torturing enemies until their limbs had to be amputated, extorting businesses for thousands of pounds, and shooting rivals from motorbikes. The group allegedly even buried someone in the concrete under London's Millennium Dome. One insider claims if you're doing a job and you had the Adams family behind you, it meant no one was going to mess with you. The Adams family have long been connected to the Brinksmat robbery and other individuals who helped sell the stolen gold, including Kenneth Noy. They are described as the most business-driven, violent and ruthless type of gang. The Mali boys shun social media and use old-fashioned Nokia phones to make their movements, identities and communications difficult to track. The Mali boys gang runs Britain's most dangerous street in Walthamstow, Valentin Road. They use Facebook, which they call Fedbook, to monitor police officers. Kids as young as 10 are paid to loiter around local police stations, a 10-minute walk from Valentin Road, noting the number plates of police officers' cars so they can threaten them later. The Malis can call up to 50 members within 10 minutes. Violence is swift in the form of stabbings and drive-bys. They age from 14 to 24. They no longer wear bandanas or gang colours or drive flash cars as it attracts too much attention. They also keep a low profile on social media. Their bosses originally came to Britain as children from war-torn African nations. They have witnessed the atrocities of war and are totally desensitised to violence. Mohammed Hafiz, also known as the Sultan, was arrested in London in 2017 after it was claimed he was behind a global narcotics operation. Pakistani gangs have been caught smuggling millions of pounds worth of heroin into the UK from their home country, hidden in gloves, machinery and even pen lids. Some British dealers have moved out of Britain to the Asian country, knowing they can make a killing from the drug trafficking by exploiting the high number of legitimate packages sent overseas. British Pakistani Mohammed Hafiz is currently fighting extradition to the US on drug trafficking charges. When he was arrested in London in 2017, it was claimed he was behind a global narcotics operation. Nicknamed the Sultan, multimillionaire polo enthusiast Hafiz is so well connected he has been seen with the royals Prince William and Harry. A war which raged between Turkish mafia clans, the Hackney Bombers and the Kurdish Tottenham Boys claimed 10 lives and led to more than 30 violent incidents between 2009 and 2016. The rival North London gangs are still fighting over the capital's lucrative heroin trade, once thought to be controlled by a 63-year-old Abdullah Babasin, dubbed the Godfather of Green Lanes. Police investigating the Green Lanes area in 2003 discovered a torture chamber inside a terraced home, with equipment to hang victims by hooks. and to give them electric shocks. Basin was acquitted on drug charges at a London court in 2010 after serving 4 years of a 22-year jail sentence. He was later caged for 40 years in Turkey for cocaine smuggling, but the decision was overturned by the country's Supreme Court. In 2017, Basin was released from prison, subject to judicial control and a ban on travelling abroad. The US government is still seeking his extradition. When the Cray twins were finally jailed, a Turkish Cypriot crime mob took over their domain. With London's infamous brothers out the way, the Arif family moved into South London. Between 1991 and 1993, they were caught up in a turf war between the Brindles. They profited from their activities of corrupt officials, arms, narcotics and illegal oil, smuggled often in collaboration with Albanian or Russian mafia groups. Bakir Arif, nicknamed the Duke, was sentenced to 11.5 years in jail in 2016 for his role in a £1.5 million drugs ring. His associates are thought to have maintained ties with Turkey, with accomplices allegedly overseeing drug shipments to mainland Europe. Now, Britain's always had gangs, but when child labour laws came in the Factory Act in 1833 and the Mines Act in 1842, it robbed families of a valuable income. So children who could no longer work lured to the streets, and families facing ruin searched to replace that income, which led to the rise of organised crime, the gangs which we know as today. As soon as one gang falls, and most of the time it's because they have crossed the line, which leads to police crackdowns, another gang replaces it, whether that be foreign or national. If money is tight in your household and you're on the verge of losing everything, we all have morals, but how quickly would they erode when your job is outsourced, you can't feed your family, and you're offered cash to break the law? The laws where society, as corrupt and self-serving as it is, have let you down.